Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Between you and me, Guz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients, if you know what they are. Do come again.
The recipient awaits, Master.
We have obtained that which Miss Flora requested. Shall we go and deliver it to her? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We have arrived.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Red.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
Shall we go and speak with Sir Lennart, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who...
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray...
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
In my line of business, patience is key. Always a pleasure.
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does. Once the day's work is done, what am I to do?
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
Didn't you hear me? The watchhead's waiting.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Surely
What am I to do?
day off.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
Follow me, if you would.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs out. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
The hours seem to fly when I'm here.
Would you mind coming over here?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. That place puts me. Is that you, Norbert?
Oh, fie.
Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters, but would hardly help anything if I... So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think... Go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your... Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You would... Right. In we go, then.
Perhaps we ought to hurry. Lest we arrive too late to be of aid.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Feels eerie with no one around.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've...
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
It's no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
A good place to put our feet up, if we've a tent with us.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings. divine magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
Too fast for you!
I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well!
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. I thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me,
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the...
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off.
'Tis our duty to protect our charge from harm.
I'm just glad to live another day.
Why don't we have a taste? Surely no harm in it.
Our bellies will last a little longer.
Hey, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up. Though we are...
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far.
That's it!
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier.
What a view! I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
Would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
Tis as you say.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to... Whatever else might be said of me.
I'm a fighter by trade. Send me to the Vanguard, where I might put my... Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
of me. I'll gladly take on any number of foes.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
'Tis easily done.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Did anyone else see that? Orc catches the light. We ought to take a closer look. Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I appreciate that. You can do this.
sun's light has grown dim.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
I appreciate it.
So Norbert has been found, and none the worse for wear. Let us return him to Melv at once. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
I appreciate
that. I believe in you!
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, our ranks have grown, yet we pawns are men, one and all.
'Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss.
I appreciate that.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
If memory serves, there is another place we were to visit not far from here.
Should we head there now? It would save us having to make the trip again.
I appreciate that.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what's in my pack.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered the...
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I owned. My brother is always the one taking the initiative. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. We managed to save Norbert. And perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I...
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. Two good deeds in one, you might say. Sir Gregor... wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
If you don't mind, sir, I've my...
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once...
We have reached our destination. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
"'Tis a lad."
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright.
Wakestone shards are treasures to be prized. That... So only when made whole can they work their magic.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we... lose it.
stay away.
Hey-o!
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again. Follow me, if you would.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the Saurians scattering.
A Saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
That's just what I was thinking.
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me one...
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
You've given me much to think about. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer... But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the...
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master. Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done... Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace.
A moment long awaited. That was certainly worthwhile.
The result of our impeccable teamwork, no doubt.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. Try not to get hit. This will let Vim go to waste. I grant you roaring flame. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there.
Since letting the enemy gain the upper hand, the early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of vermin. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders who are not dealt with lightly. Let's hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
My magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
No mercy.
got a good feeling about this one. Let me be the one to collect it. I would so enjoy seeing this obstacle smashed to pieces. Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. Shall I assist? Hey, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well! We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
My magics are at your disposal.
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I will protect you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Boy, where do you think you're going? Our destination is the border checkpoint.
It's views such as this that make a journey worthwhile.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
You have my support.
I'll get that for you.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done...
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawn.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's...
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe if the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, All's been arranged. Come, let us...
Wait for the new equipment to come in. Can't wait to find out what's inside.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Do we truly expect to find aught of value in a chest hidden in a place like this?
Well, so you say, but I'll wager you're just as curious as the rest of us.
Pawns are mysterious. They're said to travel twixt the worlds through those, rifts. I'd not mind a journey to another world myself.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll take it. You shall answer for this.
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off.
Keep on your toes. A fiend might jump out when we least expect it. Curious how a fine meal makes your eyelids heavy, but not your stomach.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the...
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Well, let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour. Try not to get hit. There's still that thing go to waste.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! Might await us on the road ahead.
Out back!
I cannot fault your prowess.
Perhaps you might join the fight yourself?
Oh, I like that. Any feeling? I'm happy to oblige. Hold on, stay right there.
I'll go and open the chest.
Was well worth the effort of breaking it.
I grant you roaring flame.
Magics are at your disposal. There, Master! Harpies! We'll want to use fire against this foe.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
There's more to be found there. Can you not see it?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
I've got a good feeling about this one. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Treasure chest. Oh, I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
What's this? We're trapped.
Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard!
This...
Hands. I imagined would be most beneficial in combat.
Strike hard enough, and we might not have to do this twice.
Strike fast, country, and our quarry shall fall! You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
Disposal.
This broom has quite the technique. Let's not use their range to our advantage. No more here.
I misjudged you. I had taken you for another force arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still...
Is your pack not overburdensome? You carry so much, I worry for your poor spine.
Oh, pay me no mind. It is one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such articles of value. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
It can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Is your pack slowing? You down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Can't wait to find out what's inside.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Prepare for battle!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements!
Seems we drove them off. You've my VERNWORTH isn't far from here. Will you join us? All right? Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first, 'twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation. You, and no other, are the sovereign. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Not every little thing needs reporting.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Hail! This ox cart's bound for Melv.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Gladly stay a while.
tale is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Looking for a craftsman? I'm a master of my trade. What brings you here?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Business has been better, but...
To each their own. The world's better for it. Only through can I further my... Time to go home and write down the day's memories.
Finally, some peace and quiet. Wonder what's going on in town. Might go and see.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
My legs are fair numb from walking about town. This isn't going as well as I'd hoped. Do not test me.
How might I be of service?
All the best tales come from travellers at the inn.
'Tis the end of days. Heavens forfend.
My bed.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
I've had enough.
Don't think I'll stand for this.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Well met, sir.
Can't put a price on peace and quiet.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable, and we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armor. So regrettably, I cannot assist you, unless you were to procure a weapon yourself. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are unavailable at present. Saved, let me see. What else can I tell you? Methinks Roderick will be able. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We'll not find anything if we don't start looking.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. All Vernworth. You know where to find. This inspires naught but misgivings.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Greetings. Welcome to the guild. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you. Do come again.
Well met, sir.
Welcome to the Star Tropic. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. It is not a matter for prying ears. Pray. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There are only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to what say you? Might I ask for you? I thank you, your Majesty. There are 3 locales that I've seen. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world.
I can scarcely wait to see what we'll discover along the way.
Can't keep up.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Well met, sir.
Fancy a look at my web?
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
Perhaps. Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember. What? Misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again. Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads? Despite the hour? Much obliged.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, my...
Prisoners die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Well met, sir.
How might I be of... Welcome to Bjorn's Art, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price... Many thanks. I appreciate the business. Fancy a look at my wares?
Really is fine craftsmanship. This part of... Hoi, friend! Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding us from the tell of it. Their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount. Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount.
In my line of business, patience is key. Do come again.
Go on, have a look. Go on, have a look. Gold's made to be spent. Many thanks.
Pray, follow me.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for? Welcome, good sir. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. I'm glad of any business in these troubled times. Much obliged, sir. Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
To enjoy life where and when I can.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
Perhaps the Arizona's recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right.
Ah, how I've longed to...
Peruse at your leisure. So tired. I barely... The vim to tie my boots.
At least here I spot tomorrow. Customers who stop by regularly.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Time to head to market, methinks.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look? Now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Look, Master, a treasure. Yes, we shall have to find a way to reach it.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
My bed calls.
I wish life was nothing but the good things. Or what now? What should I do? No hurry to
All this work and shred may happen.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Time to go home and write down all that.
We know not what to expect from this enemy. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Here's hoping this season yields more than the last.
Love waking up knowing anything.
Have you lost your mind? I'm not going to take that from you.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. There are chickens here arisen.
Take care. Their cries can startle other creatures.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
should have set my sights lower.
Reckon you can do as you please, eh?
This is enough to break any man's spirit, this.
I'm not going to take that from you. Oi, have a little think with yourself.
Perhaps this will seem a little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat.
Wolves draw near! Flame is its weakness. Need healing? I'm happy to oblige. Hold just a moment.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Feeling the scars of that battle for some time yet.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
It's a pleasure to serve you, Master.
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I am ashamed.
Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
'Tis a hobgoblin! Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
They're a useful ingredient.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Pinning these creatures is the surest means to ward against their foul spit.
My magics are at your disposal.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Leave it to me, Arisen.
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up. This has no bearing on our current conversation, but might I say, our ranks have grown, yet we pawns are men, one and all.
'Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss. You have my protection. I grant you roaring flame.
Can't wait to find out what's inside. What? Lost your nerve?
Over here!
I'll not be done in by the likes of you.
Come on, retreating me!
Oh! That's a sight to behold!
Come, follow my example.
Not a bad idea.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. well worth the effort of breaking it.
Might there be aught over there? Let us ponder how best to proceed. Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes. Treasure chest. Oh, I can hardly wait to open it.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Just imagine the coin we'd gain from selling this.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area, which I...
Be ready! Our foes are armed!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well!
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well, well, that's quite a discovery. What is that, a tower? Hey, a statue.
From this distance, I cannot be sure. Shall have to make my way over to it. Magics are at your disposal. Uh-huh. There's something written here.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Do not despair. I'm coming to your aid.
Thank goodness someone has a hand to lend.
Sleep magic? Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
I am grateful to you, Arisen.
Back at last. I feared I'd never be allowed to return.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
I'll get that for you.
Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. Come on, don't drag this out. Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle, but knowing that doesn't make it any easier to join the fray. That's just what I was thinking.
I grant you roaring flame.
Magics are at your disposal. I'll encamp the same spell and will overwhelm our foe with our combined magic. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Over here, if you please.
Back at the shop. You don't want to die.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Shop. You don't want to die.
You an elemental boon. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Prepare yourself! Your magical aid has dissipated. Pray cast it anew.
We shall have to crane on next to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your voice low, lest my heart leap from my throat.
Would you mind coming over here?
At me. I'll gladly take on any number of foes.
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
Fear not, it is well in hand. Look here, a path. Is it safe, I wonder?
I've a feeling 'tis best left untravelled. Am I the only one?
Over here, if you please.
I grant you fire's blaze! Cast the flames! Before it's too late! These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not. Gladly smash every last one! My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. This wound is proof of my negligence.
On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as...
I've got a good feeling about this one.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Some of our foes excel at attacking from a distance. Handle them first, lest they unleash their follies on our heads.
Of course. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Grateful to you, Arpias.
Where your use of magic? The bridge might not hold. Fire this day! The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the... Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge.
Chocolate! Seems there's no escaping them.
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
As you wish. I shall return directly. To think I'd be caught unawares.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? My magic is yours. It's taking every ounce of my strength just to remain standing. Will this march never end?
You're not the only one. I'm on my last legs.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle... At least I go knowing I fought...
Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my fighter's pride, shall we discuss tactics now or later?
The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. More foes! You scarce feel my arm from the last battle!
Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic.
Surely not!
It would be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermund's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer All told, I'm rather satisfied with...
I've just remembered a curious rumour I overheard once.
My talents lie in combining materials. If we share our strengths, we can... A campsite lies near here. I remember passing by it on my travels beyond the rift. Shall I guide us to it? Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Indeed.
Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way.
Over here, if you please.
The way forward is unclear. How are we to proceed?
I possess a skill that could be of aid to us here. Might I be of assistance? Plainly speaking, 'tis a bother.
'Twould be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermund's eastern edge. That's not far from here. Your pawn is missing, Master. Tis a glad thing we rested when we did. Over here, if you would. The prison has been drenched. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. Off we go then. There are beasts to...
You can count on me to fly to your aid, and it will be an honor to serve by...
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.